Okay, so we're getting get there here, and let's just take a look at see how this looks. Yeah, and I think that actually looks pretty cool. It does look a bit different, and you want to make sure that and I didn't make that here, so we need to make sure that we do this all correctly. And then I think this will give me the bonus. There we go, bonus 10. And I think that actually looks actually really cool. And the fact that these are rounded kind of makes it look a little bit neater. Um, I think it looks really cool in the circles here, and you can see that a really simple concept can actually turn out to be really really neat. All right, I do enjoy the impact there, and let's go ahead and uh, let's show the people that they have has been kind of a reshuffle. Okay, so I'm going to move this in here, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and I'm going to call this reshuffle. Okay, reshuffle like that, and I'm gonna put it into the center, and on top of this we'll make it 72. That's a little big, but it's probably the right size. There we go. And we'll just kind of move it in here. And by the way, if you want to set the position to be exactly half, what you can do is bring up your old trusty calculator, go 1920 divided by 2, which is indeed 960, and you know, you can see that here, the position here would technically be 960 if you wanted but we need to make sure that it's along this axis, and 1080 divided by 2 is 540. So we'll just say this is 540, and that is perfectly centered here. Now we're going to call this txt reshuffle, reshuffle like this. And what this is going to do is that this is going to pop on the screen every time it reshuffles. Okay. Now, first things first, I'm actually going to just actually remember this here. We have 638, and 540. So we're pretty much going to do the same thing here. And it's going to be, and before I forget, it's going to be this one here. It's going to be x is 540 and 648, and replace the object with txt reshuffle. Okay, and I'm just going to paste that in here, and we'll just, it doesn't really matter what it is. It's minus 12 minus 500, just so we get it out of the way. So we'll run this here, and we'll get our bonus. And then you got to make sure though, and then you see that there's a reshuffle there, and it's probably because it's in the wrong spot. What we want to do is have this up in here, and then I'm going to copy the weight, and we'll wait maybe 1 second this time, and I'm going to move this here. So this is when we reshuffle it. So it's always good to double check, and you can see that by testing you can simply make human errors. And you see we got bonus plus 10, and there we go. And we got the yellow, the pink, green, blue, yellow, and there we go, bonus plus 10. And then it should say the reshuffle. Yeah, reshuffle, and then it goes away. Now, 1 second is actually a little bit too slow. I'm actually going to go 1.5. Let's just see how that looks. All right, and we'll just take a couple seconds here, and we can get the bonus too. There we go. Green, yellow, and then purple. Reshuffle. There we go. That's perfect. And so now the user definitely knows that there. Now, just as kind of a just as kind of a thing here, when we run this, some of these get put up in behind here, just like that. And we need to go and we need to make sure that the top value of this shouldn't be too much here. So let's go and let's take a look at the random here. So the random position is 100 and 700. And then you can see here it's the X, and we're looking for the Y here. Let's actually go to 180. Okay, and we'll just go and we'll add this in here, and we'll simply go, and all we have to do is change this to 180. And it's just little things like that so that it doesn't conflict with the graphic user interface. It will make your game just feel a lot better. It looks like a little sloppy when that happens. So we just need to go and do that here. And one thing you can do is, this is why you set variables for numbers. Now, most of the time when I'm setting up randoms, I seldom put variables in here, but it's actually not a bad idea. What I do instead is I just kind of deal with it. And most of the time, the random numbers that I do put in there are pretty good, but sometimes they don't necessarily work. All right, so I think that's about it. So let's go ahead and let's run that layout again, and you can see that probably does work out the way we want it to. And then we got the bonus, sweet. Okay, and then we got that orange, and then reshuffle, and then everything. And that reshuffle actually really kind of looks good here. But you can see here that that the reshuffle, it definitely works a little bit better here. Now let's just take a look at this here. So we got 180, and we're just trying to see if there's anything else that we need to set there. And no, I think, oh yeah, we do have to set these up here. That's what we're looking for. And so they should be along in the, and I'm just copying and pasting, by the way. So it should be still in the clipboard. I'm just going to go and simply put that in there, just like that. And two more. And one more. There we go. And that way, everything looks a bit nicer. That concludes the tutorial.